Hi everyone, welcome to the next video of Python tutorial series. In this video, we will be discussing about polynomial regression and how to implement the same in Python language. So let's get started. So in any regression, we will be forming a formula, and using that formula, we will be visualizing machine learning model, and based on that, we will be predicting values. Before getting to know about polynomial regression, I would like to explain what is equations and degree of equations. If you take one monomial equation, in that y equal to ax plus b, here the highest power of this equation is 1. If you see, the power of x is 1, so the degree of this equation is 1. Similarly, if you take binomial equation, it is like y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Here the highest power of this equation is 2, which is here x square. So the degree of this equation is 2. So when it comes to polynomial, the degree can be any number. Poly is nothing but multiple. It represents there are more than one degree present in the equation. Here the relationship between target and feature variable will be a curve. So if you see here, this in simple linear model will be a line, but if you take polynomial model, the model will be a curve. So when will you apply a polynomial model to a machine learning problem is when the relationship between x and y is curved. So if you see this diagram, the relationship among x and y is curved. So a simple line cannot solve this problem. So we will be going for polynomial regression. So these are all the libraries and modules we need to import. Here I have imported polynomial features from sklearn.preprocessing. In scikit-learn, polynomial itself is not a inbuilt machine learning model, but we have to prepare the training data in such a way that it can be fit into a polynomial equation. So we are doing a pre-processing here. That's why we are importing polynomial features from pre-processing library. So let's get started. For our experiment, we will be creating our own data set so that polynomial regression can be demonstrated in simple way. Here I have imported numpy, so I am using numpy.random.normal function. Here this function random.normal, what it will do is it will create samples from 0 to 1 for the length of 70. So it will be in decimals, so we will be multiplying that with 10. Here to achieve the curve, we will be multiplying minus x value squared into 10 plus this random.normal function. So let us view what is there in x and y. X is an array, it is consisting of positive and negative values. Y is also an array, and here everything will be negative. So let us plot this. So here we have achieved a curved relationship between target and feature variable. So let us prepare a machine learning model for this. So for that we will be splitting our data into train and test as usual. So once we have splitted into train and test, since our feature variable is only 1, so we will be reshaping that to convert that into a 2-dimensional feature variable. From this train and test split, let us prepare a polynomial training data so that we can fit that into a machine learning model. For that we have imported polynomial features here. So we have declared a polynomial features function. Now we are going to transform our training data. So for that we are going to use fit transform method. Here if you notice, we have mentioned degree as 2, so that our equation will be having something like x square plus x plus intercept. So it is basically a binomial equation. So let us transform train. Now again, even though we are doing a polynomial regression, we have to fit this converted training data into a linear regression. So basically what is the difference between linear regression and polynomial regression is its degree. So even though we are doing a polynomial regression now, we are going to fit that into a linear regression method. So now we have trained our linear model. So it is same as simple linear regression. So now we have passed training data, but here this is transformed training data, which is having degree of 2. So let us check the coefficients and the intercepts. We have 3 coefficients and 1 intercept. Here the first coefficient is just error value, so you don't have to look into that. You can notice we have 2 coefficients because our degree of polynomial equation is 2. So this is a binomial equation, so we have 2 coefficients and 1 intercept. So let us visualize our model. Here if you see, it is nothing but a training data plot. So using this we have trained our model. So let us create one function which plots our. So here if you see, the data starts from minus 20 to plus 20. So let us have our range of model as minus 30 to plus 30, np.a range. So this is our model yy for the sample xx. So this equation is nothing but this lf.intercept plus coefficient of 1 plus star here star represents power. So if you see, this is our polynomial equation. So I'm going to plot this as well in red color. So as you can see, we have visualized our model. So let us predict our data for x test. So for predicting our data for x test, we have to transform that also in a polynomial trained data, and then we are going to predict it, and we are going to store this as y predict. So we are going to predict the data for this x test. So now we have predicted our data. So let us compare our prediction and actual data using visualization. Here the actual data is labeled as actual, and predicted data is labeled as predicted. The color will be green for predicted data and blue for actual data. So again let us plot it. Our predicted data and actual data are more or less the same. Our model does a fantastic job when it comes to curved relationship data. So let us see the error metrics. So mean absolute error is 80, mean squared error is 8314. So let us see the root mean squared error. So it is just 91, which is very negligible value if we compare the range of our target variable. There is one more thing called R2 score. R2 score ranges from 0 to 1. So what is R2 score? R2 score is used to find the relationship between two data. For us, we can relate our predicted versus actual data. If R2 score is 0, that means there are so many gaps between test and predicted data. If the R2 score is nearing 1, that means two data are very close to each other, which means there are hardly any difference between them. So for us, R2 score is 0.995, so it is almost reaching towards 1. So which means our predicted versus actual data are more or less the same. So that's it for today, and in the next video we will be discussing about logistic regression and how to implement the same in Python. So until then, see you, have a great day.